Right now at 10, a fiery scene in Winona County. A semi-truck caught on fire on I-90. And a GOP candidate for Wisconsin governor stops in La Crosse. Hear what he has to say about his top priorities. Plus, Coulee region organizations working together to collect donations for local food pantries.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Allison Fergit. Ken and Emily have the night off. We start with a wild wreck. A semi hauling sugar catching fire on I-90 in Winona County. The fire shutting down traffic between exit 270 and 272 for about an hour. The 18-wheeler was seen burning under the County Road 12 bridge on Dixon Road. A number of fire departments were on the scene.
To make sure it's not. It can be. Heat is obviously not good for concrete, so MnDOT has a bridge inspector here now looking at the bridge.
Witnesses say the cab and front half are completely destroyed. Luckily, the driver wasn't hurt. A wild crash on Wisconsin 131 near Ontario. A vehicle crash causing a power line to partially come down. It happened on Orbit Avenue. The north and southbound lanes were briefly shut down. Police say 2 people inside the vehicle were hospitalized. No word on their condition or the crash cause. The man accused in the death of a Dodgeville woman has allegedly confessed to her murder. 23-year-old Gavin Thompson, also of Dodgeville, is accused of killing 67-year-old Dorinda Segebrecht on Tuesday. According to the criminal complaint, Thompson allegedly admitted to entering her home and stabbing her to death after she refused to give him her car keys. Police located Thompson driving Segebrecht's vehicle in Nebraska Wednesday morning, where he was later arrested. Segebrecht's body was found in the backseat area. Thompson is facing numerous charges, including first-degree intentional homicide and burglary while armed with a dangerous weapon. Janesville police identifying the man who they say shot 3 people at an apartment complex last month. Javarius Wicks was a tenant at the Aspen Square Apartments. Police say he shot and killed 3 people before taking his own life. One of the victims was previously in a relationship with Wicks and was retrieving their things when the shooting happened.
Yeah, overnight we're going to have showers and thunderstorms come back in the picture here for some areas. We're actually starting to see that complex that we mentioned early on this evening come across. Now overall it's going to be milder, warmer than we've had for the past several days, but there's that complex that finally developed just south of the Twin Cities. Overall there is a severe thunderstorm watch for areas south. You can kind of see that pink shade right there. But for the most part it's going to be heavy rain, a lot of lightning coming through the area, but it's still got quite a bit of time before it gets anywhere close to Eau Claire. But it happens right just north of the warm front as this whole system begins to push east closer to the area. So that's developing, and that's what we're tracking overnight. The good news, it's not going to impact most of the weekend, just through Saturday morning. But you can see overall we'll start seeing more activity get close to Eau Claire, Ladysmith by midnight. There afterwards it begins to surge southward, and that's where it becomes more of a heavy rain and potentially a little bit of a gusty wind, damaging wind as it approaches I-90 after 2 or 3. You can see it push further south into southwest Wisconsin. La Crosse will have at some point after 3. By 5 to 6, it's now into southwest Wisconsin, and it could be a heavy rain threat. The good news for Eau Claire, once we get rid of that, just a few showers in the morning. We kind of cloud up, but we stay that till about noon. And the same story for La Crosse too. The showers do come to an end in the morning. We'll start seeing a little bit of sun by noon. Overall, the rest of the weekend we're going to plan out later to show you if we got any precipitation and what the next week has in store, if we're going to see any of that July warmth and heat come back. We'll explain that all a bit later.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. A Wisconsin GOP candidate for governor stopped by the La Crosse Interstate Fair. Businessman Bill Berrien used the evening to introduce himself to voters. Berrien says his priorities are supporting business as well as lowering taxes and state spending. He's also in support of Trump's tariffs, saying they will lead to new opportunities for the state.
Let's make Wisconsin ground zero for that reindustrialization. Let's make that happen right here. And I think that would be, we need this to be Exhibit A for the impact of his policies.
Berrien said this was the 4th county fair he visited today, and earlier this week, Berrien announced he purchased about $400,000 in ads, making him the first candidate to do so for the 2026 governor's race. Rotary Lights is back with a push to end hunger in the region. The group was collecting donations at the Hy-Vee in Onalaska and the old Kmart parking lot in La Crosse today. Those donations will go to the Hunger Task Force, which distributes them to food pantries across the area. One Rotary Lights member says food pantries don't receive as many donations during the summer.
We don't necessarily think about program or activity food drives to feed the hungry at this time. And with where things are at, the shelves are pretty empty.
The group is hosting another food drive next Friday that will take place at the same locations from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Wafer Food Pantry is joining forces with local businesses to stock pantry shelves. Beer by Bike Brigade held a Stuff the Truck event at Wafer. La Crosse Walmart hosted a Grill and Give, and the La Crosse Loggers holding a Steal More Meals event. One volunteer says it's great to see different organizations working together to support the community.
Takes a whole community. We're so grateful for these partnerships. Wafer is a community collaborative, and we couldn't do it without it.
Wafer currently provides food packages to around 1,500 families each month. Pilots are flocking to La Crosse Regional Airport for Bonanzas to Oshkosh. Each year at the end of July, a group of Beechcraft Bonanza pilots meet at the airport before traveling to Oshkosh. The event makes for one of the busiest days of the year at the airport. Tomorrow, they will take off 3 at a time in 15-second intervals.
There's 4 to 5 different aircraft types that all now do these mass formations. But what's exciting is our group, the Bonanzas to Oshkosh, is the largest group, and it always has been, and we think it always will be.
This year, 127 airplanes will make the journey. Bonanzas to Oshkosh started in 1990, but began flying out of La Crosse in 2021. Tomah VA hosted a women's veterans event today. The event showcases the services provided to veterans at the clinic. That includes mental health care, primary care, and many other services. There are more than 2 million women serving in the armed forces, but organizers say not all of them get the recognition they deserve.
Women have not really been recognized as they should be over the years when they get out of military service. And so I think it could be uncertainty, it could be out of fear, it could be a lack of knowledge. And so that's really our job with this event, is really to get out there and show our services.
Attendees also received a tour of the facility and were given a grilled cheese lunch. A Minnesota program is helping women become firefighters one workout at a time. The goal of the Twin Cities Female Firefighter Fitness Program is to train women to pass the physical fitness requirement. Twice a month, they get together for a workout, rain or shine. The future firefighters are not only building strength, but a community of women who care about serving others.
It takes that courage, too, to just show up. It's been really fun watching the group grow, watching the events grow, and just watching these more and more women come in and be like, yeah, I want to do that.
I've been surrounded by just really strong, amazing, inspiring women that have showed me that I can do the job if I put the work into it.
The National Fire Protection Association says only 9% of firefighters in the U.S. are women. Coming up, 3 Los Angeles Sheriff's deputies died after an explosive went off today. What we know now about the deadly explosion when we come back.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% tax credit will end this year, so lock in your savings, reduce your electric bills, and get the full 30% credit while it's still available. Call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
In Los Angeles, 3 sheriff's deputies were killed in an explosion at a training center. Officials are calling it an accident. The facility houses special enforcement units and bomb squads. The explosive that detonated was reportedly brought back to the facility from a routine bomb squad call-out.
This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857.
The FBI and ATF are also investigating what went wrong. President Trump has ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to release pertinent grand jury records related to Jeffrey Epstein. This comes as the president files a lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch for a Jeffrey Epstein story. CBS News' Erica Brown has more.
President Trump participated in a signing ceremony at the White House Friday for the Genius Act. The landmark law is the first major legislation governing cryptocurrency and establishes a regulatory framework for the $250 billion stablecoin market.
The Genius Act, they named it after me, and I want to thank you.
This comes as the White House faces increasing pressure to disclose more information related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. President Trump ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to release pertinent grand jury records. And by Friday, the Justice Department filed a motion in Manhattan federal court to unseal the documents. The motion comes a day after a Wall Street Journal report alleged the president wrote a birthday note to Epstein in 2003 that included a hand-drawn sketch appearing to show an outline of a nude woman. The Journal reports the letter ends saying, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." President Trump called the letter fake, writing on social media, "These are not my words, not the way I talk," and filed suit against the paper and its owner, Rupert Murdoch. For weeks, the Trump administration has faced scrutiny, even from Trump's own supporters, who say the White House has not been transparent enough about the Epstein materials.
The sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people.
Also Friday, 10 Americans were freed as part of a prisoner swap involving the U.S., Venezuela, and El Salvador. The Americans were freed in exchange for the return of 252 Venezuelans back to their home country after being imprisoned in El Salvador following their deportation from the U.S. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle spoke out today, imploring the Trump administration to be more transparent about documents and information related to Jeffrey Epstein. Still to come, more changes are coming to the TSA. What a new security program will mean for families traveling together when we return.
Yeah, we have the showers, thunderstorms tonight through Saturday morning, but for the most part, the weekend's going to be comfortable and dry. We'll break down what that means for temperatures and when we'll actually see 90 again. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Save big with an 11% rebate on everything for your next project. Mastercraft has been making high-quality doors for more than 50 years. Choose from our huge in-stock selection, or you can design your door your way, in-store and on Menards.com. With so many styles and finish options to choose from, you're sure to find a door that's perfect for you. Get this pre-hung interior door for $124.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
During the Chevy 4th of July sales event, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR plus $1,000 cash allowance. That's over $7,000 total value on this Silverado plus $4,500 total cash allowance for current Chevy owners.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The TSA announcing more changes at the airport. It's launching the Families on the Fly program. Families traveling with kids will be able to use a special security lane. The TSA is also rolling out more honor lanes, which is for uniformed military members.
My goal would be that someday someone could walk into an airport, walk through a scanner, and go right to their airplane. That's the goal, and that's the challenge I put in front of TSA and these companies.
Earlier this week, the TSA announced it will no longer require passengers to remove their shoes at checkpoints. And if you're doing any traveling this weekend, overall, we'll have pretty nice weather for it. Let's send it over to Greg for a look at our forecast.
Yeah, we definitely have a period of showers and thunderstorms coming through tonight, but for the most part, the weekend is going to be fairly quiet, even going into Monday, but then things will definitely start to change for next week. Right now, that complex that is developing and pushing through Minneapolis should begin to push further east until Eau Claire, but then it's going to kind of separate a little bit. A piece of it will go eastward, but then the main batch of this basically complex will begin to surge southeastward like they typically do. That'll approach maybe I-90 by the time we get to about 2 to 3 in the morning, potentially getting into La Crosse by 5. But you notice how it surges southeastward, and that generally is a damaging wind gust thing we'll have to keep an eye on. Otherwise, heavier rainfall too along and west of the river is another issue overnight, so we'll have to keep an eye on that through the morning hour. Further north and east you go, it's going to be more scattered as indicated by 5 a.m. But then as you can see it cushion into Crawford County, Richland County, that'll be the concern going into about 5 to 7 for heavier rainfall, potentially some damaging winds too if it stays together. So generally if you're west of the river tonight, going further south of I-90 into southwest Wisconsin, that's an area of concern we'll have to keep an eye on. Once we get past about 7, 8 a.m., most of the activity pushes to the east. We're kind of behind the cold front now. We'll start seeing the winds pick up a little out of the north and more sunshine in the afternoon. Now this is trying to pick up a few little scattered showers out there, but I think most of this will just be cloud cover. It will be less humid going into that time frame too. That sets the stage up for some nice weather going to Sunday. Overall, the severe threat further south and west, but keep an eye on damaging winds. It does get fairly close. This is for tonight through to about 4 a.m. Tomorrow morning, this pushes eastward. This is from 4 a.m. Now for the rest of Saturday, you can see the threat has pushed east and pretty much ends for our area. Heavier rainfall now, you can discount some of this area could pick up 1 to 2. If you're in some of these areas, you could pick up 3 in these circumstances. It's isolated mountains, but that's where the flooding threat would be, but definitely going to be quite a bit of rain. Then it's less likely as you go further north, kind of more spotty, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. So the threat really is along and south of I-90 with that complex coming through. Now as we look at the temperatures tomorrow, overall should be upper 70s, low 80s, more humid in the morning, less humid in the afternoon. So all in all, that's still below average. And Sunday, after kind of a cool start, we could have 50s once again for Sunday morning, but upper 70s, low 80s, fantastic weather Sunday, humidity far less too on Saturday, so really it's going to feel real nice. And even Monday, we kind of warm up a little bit, but humidity levels still not bad. But then following Monday, we're going to start getting into what we call the ring of fire pattern, a very typical pattern that we get in the summer where storms start out to the west, they travel up to the plain states and come back down southeast over this big dome of high pressure. And that means increasing humidity next week and thunderstorm chances start ramping up too, a lot of times night to early morning hours too, and that's what we're looking at. So more details to come, and chances will probably become a little bit higher with precipitation as we get closer to that period, but definitely enjoy the temperature temperatures through Sunday and even Monday, and then it definitely will be more typical end of the July type conditions from Tuesday and beyond. Will be definitely humid, especially Wednesday. Wednesday right now looks like the one where you might see the heat index get up into the mid, maybe upper 90s, but we'll go back and forth. So in the meantime, enjoy the weekend, and then get ready for next week.
I don't want to see that humidity at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, we still got July and August to go through.
Oh boy, all right. Well, thank you, Greg. And coming up in sports, one former Wisconsin Badger is making history in the NFL. Plus, the All-Star break is over, and the Brewers are set to return to action up against the Dodgers. Kate is in next with sports.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
Hiring the wrong personal injury attorney can cost you a lot. Researching personal injury attorneys costs you nothing. We're confident that your research will lead you to buy Goff & Rohde. BGR. Object to anything less than the best.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Did you know that when you buy from Maury's, you get Maury's Promise? Maury's will always offer you our best price first, upfront, pure and simple. And our product specialists are commission-free, so there's no haggling necessary. Our lifetime powertrain warranty on new vehicles covers your engine and transmission nationwide for life. Also, our powertrain warranty on Maury's certified pre-owned vehicles covers you for 10 years, 100,000 miles, and much, much more. Maury's, moving life forward.
For 50 years, Buy Goff & Rohde has been representing people, not insurance companies. Judges respect us. Other lawyers recommend us, and we've earned our awards. BGR, object to anything less than the best.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The Loggers picked up a win out of the All-Star break last night, and the action kept on rolling over at Copeland Park as they were taking on the Duluth Huskies. Let's go there. Loggers already with a playoff spot locked up, but a tough one tonight. Up 1 in the 4th, but with 2 men on, Cannon Sundgren goes deep to left field, off the wall. Both runners come in, and Lacrosse goes up 3. But the Huskies would come storming back. Now 6-7, and Duluth's Trey Craig at the plate. He goes deep to center field. That's down, and it's trouble. 2 men score. Huskies take the lead, and then the very next batter, and Nate Vargas goes deep. This one over the left field wall, part of an 8-run inning for the Huskies, and they would take the win. 10-9, the final on that one. And on the softball side of things, the Steam split their doubleheader in Minot, dropping game 1 3-4, but bouncing back in game 2 for a 9-8 win. Here's a look at the NL Central standings. This is where we're at going into the second half of the season. The Cubs holding on to a 1-game lead over Milwaukee, but the Brewers do have the top wild card spot. Cardinals sitting 6.5 games back. The Reds 7.5 games back, and not listed here, the Pirates, who are 14.5 games back. Now the Brewers are out in LA this evening, so this game didn't start until after 9 p.m. Central Time. It's currently 1-0 Milwaukee in the 6th inning. Quinn Priester on the mound for the Brewers, and he's shoving. Just 2 hits against him, 8 strikeouts through 5 innings. A Milwaukee win would make it 8 straight. A check-in on the Cubs as they were hosting the red-hot Red Sox this afternoon. First inning, 2 on for Seiya Suzuki, And he says, "See you later." A deep shot to center field. That clears the ivy for a 3-run shot. Cubs take an early lead. Red Sox would gain some ground in the third. Runners at the corners for Roman Anthony. He's going to double to the gap in left field. That makes it 3-1, but that's as close as they would get. Cubs would add another, and they would close it out 4-1, the final, snapping Boston's 10-game win streak. Twins also out on the West Coast in Colorado. That one in the 8th inning now as Minnesota trails 4-6. The Rockies scored 4 runs in the first inning, which has proved to be the difference maker. Round 2 of the Open over in Northern Ireland. Such a cool golf course at Portrush. Brian Harman with a solid day. Here he is on hole 13, knocking down the birdie putt. He's sitting in 3rd place at 8 under par. The UK native Matt Fitzpatrick, also a solid day. Here he is, 2nd shot on the par 4 11, and he's going to place that right next to the pin. He would tap it in for birdie. He's sitting in 2nd place at 9 under. But your leader after the first 2 rounds, none other than Scotty Scheffler, 7 under on the day. He's won 3 majors in his career, but he's chasing his first win at the Open. Some NFL news. Former Wisconsin Badger and Pewaukee native TJ Watt has signed a 3-year extension that will make him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. The Steelers are giving him a 3-year, $123 million extension, 108 of those guaranteed, and it's well-deserved as he's been one of the best pass rushers since coming into the league. The $123 million extension is also just $7 million less than his older brother's JJ's entire career earnings. Starting next week, the Green Bay Packers training camp begins with the first practice starting on Wednesday, July 23rd. And that means football is almost back. First day of camp will include the annual bike ride where Packer players ride the young fans' bikes to the practice field. Family night will be on Saturday, August 2nd, and the first official preseason game will be in Green Bay on Saturday, August 9th. Now, Allison, I know football season always goes such a long time. I feel like we just had it not too long ago, but I'm so happy it's back.
I'm so excited.
Can't wait for some Packer games.
I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to the fall. I feel like I need to appreciate summer while it's here and, you know, maybe go to a few more Loggers and Steam games, but I am really excited for Packers football.
What's the mood for Green Bay fans?
I'm optimistic, cautiously so, but I am optimistic. I just am really excited for Jordan Love's 3rd year, and he just got married, so congrats to him. I think this will be a good one. It's going to be a paid. Well, I think
we'll
it's going to be.
Right. We'll see if it's right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Now is the perfect time to save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll find store-wide sale prices and we'll pay the sales tax. Drury's makes it easier than ever to furnish your home with top-quality name-brand furniture. And right now, you'll save with store-wide sale prices and we'll even pay your sales tax. Don't miss this incredible offer. Store-wide sale prices and we pay the sales tax. It's only happening for a short time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
It's the summer of savings at Hy-Vee, your backyard barbecue headquarters. Save this Friday through Sunday. Get the lowest price of the year on chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. Pork shoulder roast, just $1.88 a pound. Watermelon, $3.99. Blueberries, $2.48. 24 packs of water, just $1.99. Save on Hy-Vee chips, Hy-Vee dip, Coke, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
As we near the end of construction on our new store, we've got some great offers during the Make This the Summer event at Chrysler Winona. Right now, a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo starts at $38,490. That's $7,000 off MSRP. Packed with features like 3-row seating and second-row captain's chairs, power sunroof, heated seats and steering wheel, remote start, and so much more. At $38,490, it's priced better than a used one. So see us today at Chrysler Winona, Highway 61, Winona.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A Chicago area teen has a lot to be proud of. He graduated high school with acceptance letters to dozens and dozens of colleges and millions of dollars in scholarships.
Florida, but I don't really like the heat.
Aaron Williams and his mother Erica Smith sift through a stack of college acceptance letters, and this is only about half of them. The 18-year-old accepted to 83 colleges and counting.
And they're still coming in daily. He gets emails, so they're just a little bit behind.
What's also added up are the scholarships. Between merit money and offers from colleges, Aaron has earned more than $8 million.
To know that actually all the hours of me applying for these scholarships and having to log them on School Links and just putting in effort and having a community to support me and guide me through this whole process, it's kind of relieving to know that it actually paid off in the long run.
So has Aaron's hard work. The Bogan High School graduate is a straight-A student and had a bold proclamation on his first day of class as a freshman.
Came in to the principal and said I would be the class of 2025 valedictorian, and now it's safe to say that I have done that.
Yes, Aaron is the valedictorian of his class, the youngest of 7, also achieving another of his goals, earning more scholarship money than one of his older siblings who earned $1 million.
It kind of pushed me harder because you know how siblings have that sibling rivalry to see who can do better and stuff like that. It kind of motivated me in a way to see how far I can go with it.
As for where Aaron is headed in the fall, he's excited to attend Northern Illinois University, which gave him a free ride. He plans to major in electrical engineering.
He is who he is because of community, because of principals who cared, because of those biological aunts that cared, the non-biological ones.
Well, a big congratulations to him, and we'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
What keeps me at Eagle Crest are the people that I work with. I enjoy my team so much. I look forward to seeing them every day. I enjoy our monthly meetings, getting to see the other managers from the other facilities and collaborate. I motivate my team by bringing us back to why we're here, going through our residents, getting to know them. You feel like you're really part of a big mission to help our residents have a full and healthy life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
It's just set and forget. They will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Drive your story with a new Ram. Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get employee pricing plus for a limited time only. Get your favorite Jeep, Ram, Dodge, or Chrysler during the Employee Pricing Plus sales event. Employee pricing for all means anyone can get exclusive employee pricing on these new vehicles. This opportunity won't last long, so stop into Pischke Motors now. This offer ends July 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer, and it's recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Get out of here.
All right, there's a line that'll be coming through Eau Claire. You'll have some activity by 2 to 5, but keep note of the area that's right there. That is where the surging that could produce some damaging winds as it surges southeast. So if you're west of the river tonight, we'll cross in those areas to southwest Wisconsin. You got to keep note, especially as it continues to push southeast, and then flash flooding issue. We'll have to keep a watch as it goes through southwest Wisconsin. The good news is once that's over with tomorrow, Sunday looks fantastic. Monday's not that bad. And then next week we get into the typical July pattern. Thunderstorms and humidity come back.
So hold on to that Sunday and Monday.
Yep.
All right, well, that does it for us at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.